is going to have. So in the age of smart appliances, it becomes a necessity to own a refrigerator which should be smart enough to take actions based on the items available in it. Yes. So when you see it from the food wastage point of view, that has to be completely minimized. Okay, that has to be completely minimized. So for that, we are going to see what actions we can take from our end. The one thing is going to be, we are going to design a system called a smart refrigerator, which is going to do this process for you. So the following slides will clearly describe what all the components you are going to have inside the smart refrigerator and how the smart refrigerator is going to function. Okay. So the idea is to design a fridge which has already existing fridges are there. Whether we will see how we can make those fridges accommodate the smartness, or otherwise we have to go for the new design only. Okay, otherwise we have to go for the new design only. So where the temperature sensor, humidity sensor are all available in the market. So we are going to see what extra features we can plug into the fridge, which will make the fridge a smart fridge. Okay, that is what we are going to do. So components, what all the extra components we are going to uh, what all extra components we are going to mm, add to the fridge to make it a smart fridge. So first one is the camera module. So first one is the camera module, and next one is load sensor, load cell, which is going to measure the weight. It is optional. Next one is food freshness by combining different gas detection sensors. We are going to estimate food freshness by using the different gas detection sensors, and we are going to use a mobile app to do all these process. One is feed the input to the controlling system. It's a one-time task. Check the notifications when needed. Control the temperature when needed. See the details of items present. Get a peek view of the fridge. Enable or disable some features or functionalities. So some task you see, you are controlling it from your end. Some task you see, you are just viewing it. You are not doing any action. So both ways it is possible. You can just see everything on monitor, or it is also possible to control some features when you are staying away from your smart fridge. First one is camera. You can have a movable lens which can traverse the edges of the fridge up to the corners of every shelf in all 8 corners of the each cuboid shelf. So this lens will click the pictures of the object present inside the fridge to identify their color, shape, size, and number. So this will easily say you what all items are there inside the fridge, how much quantity is there, and how much count is there to the items. So identifying the items, you have to train them. Red color means it should be tomato. So like that, the fridge will train itself and it will identify the items and the quantity, how much kilograms are there and how much number of items are there. Okay, tomato, if it identifies a red color means it will say that the tomato is present, 8 tomatoes are present, and the weight is going to be 1.5 kilograms. So that like that it will store it in its memory. So see, we are going to have lens. See, this is going to be a smart fridge, and it assume this you are going to have 4 compartments. You have one, two, three, and four, and it is going to be the door. So I am going to one. This is one shelf. Okay. So traversal path of the lens inside the fridge. So lens can cover the entire it is placed in a location where it can cover the entire shelf. So here we have four shelves, so we can see whether we can have 4 lens for each of the shelf to see the items present inside the shelf of the fridge. Okay, this one sample location of lens is given. Based on this, you can completely determine how many lens you require per shelf. And the dotted line, the traversal path of lens inside the fridge. So the lens can slightly peep in and it can zoom and see the contents inside the fridge. And on the front side also it can, or you can have a movable lens which can move around the fridge. It can move, traverse along the, it is a movable lens. Sometimes you can have a single lens which can move inside the lens, inside the complete end-to-end circumference of your fridge, or you can have a static lens on the either front and other side where you can have a 360-degree view of the shelf. So thing is either the lens can move along the complete skeleton of your fridge, or the lens you can have fixed lens on either shelf or on the each shelf of the fridge. The next one, load sensor. This load sensor is optional. It is used to calculate the weight. Okay, so we can have load sensor on each and every shelf to determine the weight. But it will calculate the shelf weight only, but you will have difficulties in calculating what is the weight of the individual item. So each shelf can have multiple variety of items. So finding the identity of them and determining the particular weight of the item is going to be tough. It's not going to be that easy. One solution may be specifying each and every shelf with some set of blocks to place only one particular type of item. So what you can do, each shelf you can divide and say that this shelf will contain only vegetables. This shelf will contain only fruits. Among the fruits, you can provide subdivision saying that this area will contain only apple. This area will contain only pineapple, like that. Okay. So that can be specifically loaded. So one solution is you are going to divide each shelf with the specific blocks and saying that I'm going to load only this type of vegetable or fruit inside the fridge, and each block can have individual load sensor. So again, the number of load sensors you are going to use, it's going to be huge in number, because number of blocks you are going to divide and other things are going to. That's why they have said the load sensors are optional. You need not give so much importance to the weight of the items. Just identifying them and knowing them whether it is present or not, that should be fine, right? So identifying the weight is going to be secondary. So this is going to in turn make your process very, very difficult. So what we can do is we can skip this idea of putting load cells to determine the quantity. So that is going to be an optional thing only. So we will not be able to determine the weight. So if you are having additional design capabilities, means you can install load cells, but this is going to be again an optional feature only. Okay, blocks in each shelf. So how you can divide the shelf into blocks. So one block you see in one shelf, shelf number one, you see the upper one portion is given for green vegetables, one is for cooked items, and one is for fruits. And here you have water bottles, here you have soft drinks, and here you have ice cream. Again, the second shelf you see fruits, water bottles, cooked items, sweets, green vegetables, milk. So since such a design of the shelf may not be feasible approach for fridge, we can skip the use of load sensors and do our task with the camera module. Just by moving the lens from shelf to shelf, we can clearly see what all components are there. So we need not bother about the weight. Okay. So next one, how to identify the food freshness. How to identify the food freshness. So we are going to use sensors to identify the presence of some gases which are known to be emitted with the decay of food items. As I said, the certain food items, if they are not preserved properly or if they are preserved for a longer period of time, they are going to tend to become rotten. So those food items, I'm going to detect them based on the gases. So you can see that specific gases are going to emitted from different food items. So you can see amines are emitted from when a protein is going to decay, it is going to emit amine. When you're going to have an anaerobic decomposition, you are going to have methane. When you are going to have a protein decomposition, you are going to have hydrogen sulfide. So when you are going to have ripening or rotting of fruits, you are going to have ethylene. When you are going to other thing, carbon dioxide and dust. So these are the all the possible gases which can be emitted from your food when they are going to be rotten or decomposed. Okay, so we have some food freshness sensors. So we are going to have an amine sensor. Okay, we are going to have a carbon dioxide sensor. We are going to have a dust sensor. We are going to have an ethylene sensor, and we are going to have a hydrogen sulfide sensor. So this is going to be a sensor module, which is the majority of all the gases which are emitted when food is not properly preserved. Okay, these sensors are attached on the fridge, on the each shelf or each shelf of the fridge. Yes, you can see the sensor is attached on the each shelf of the fridge. The master sensor module equipped with all the gas detection sensors. So whatever we have seen now, these sensors are placed on each shelf of the fridge. Okay. The movement of lens, you can see how the lens is moving. So I'll continuously move the slide. Please see how the lens is moving from one shelf to another shelf. It can move on the front, side, whatever position you want, it can move, even on the back. So I think you have seen the movement. I'll just move it again. Those who have not seen it clearly, please see it is shown, the movement is clearly shown here. So it is starting from the lowermost shelf. See, it is going to the upper shelf, the front portion, going to the crossing the first shelf, going to the edges. Then it is going back, side of the second shelf. It is climbing at the back. It is coming again to the front of the last shelf front. It is coming. It is moving to the front, and it is again moving to the back on this side, back of the uppermost shelf, back side of the uppermost shelf, and again going up and finally coming to the topmost edge of the uppermost shelf. So you can get a top level view of the items which are placed in that particular shelf. The movement of lens is completely controlled, and you can move the lens as per your requirement, or you can create a default movement so that the lens will capture all the fruits and vegetables in a particular shelf. So the movement can be, the path can be either given by you, or you can have an automatic movement of lens so that it will cover the entire shelf in such a way that it will cover all the food items present in a particular shelf. So it is traversing the backside, and then finally it can come back to its original position where it was here. Okay. So in this way, the whole refrigerator can be traversed by a single camera lens, hence avoiding the use of multiple lens. So instead of having a multiple lens in each shelf of the refrigerator, I can have a single lens and the path in which the lens is going to move. So that can be cost-effective solution for me. And whenever the lens goes to the every corner, you can get accurate image processing out of multiple images from multiple angles. See, the lens is moving, so the same object, when it is captured from different same the same object, when it is captured from multiple angles, you get more accurate image processing images of the food item present inside. So when the more and more input the camera is going to provide to the system, so the training in the smart refrigerator will train itself to various types of food, and it can give a perfect result of identifying what food is present, and it can count the quantity of food. It cannot give the weight because we are not focusing on the load cell, right? So it can give the perfect result of object identification and counting. See, different angle images, if you take and combine them, you will get accurate results. Okay. So the complete image processing is done by the refrigerator itself, by the images given by the camera. You have a Now you can develop a mobile app to control all the actions. One is the you can have a home screen is mobile My Fridge. You can click on go inside. When you go inside, you can have set favorite items, control the temperature, set the purchase rules, freshness of items, wiki of items, set the quantity threshold, place a new item, set meal timings, quantity of items, get recipe suggestions, my diet details, check for notifications, peek inside my fridge, disable some features. So all these you can develop an app to control all these actions. Okay. You can set the favorite item. So whether what all the favorite foods you very often you use it for cooking, maybe carrots, fish, paneer, watermelon, cauliflower, all these can be set. What are the favorite food items you can set so that these will be given priority. You can set the threshold. Carrot means minimum 5 should be there always. Milk packets means it should be 3. Water bottle means it should have 3 bottles full of water, cold water. You can mention the temperature and what is the amount of coolness. You can all mention. The cauliflower means you can have 3. Ice cream means you can have 2. Ladies finger means you can have 12. Okay, all these can be threshold. Whenever the threshold is going to be crossed, whenever the number of carrots is going to be becoming less than 5, you will be getting a notification saying that you have to refill the carrot. Okay. Suppose you are place a new item which is not known to the fridge. So far, the fridge is trained with the whatever items you use. Suppose you are going to place a new item which the fridge is not knowing. So it will take picture from different angles and you can tag the name lemon so that it will identify that this is going to be lemon, and it will be easy for you to tag it lemon. The fridge will also learn it to be lemon. So next time when the lemons are placed, it will be not new to the fridge. So it will automatically identify the food as lemon. So first time, if you take different pictures and tag it as lemon, it will be automatically the training will happen and it will be stored in the database. So place a new item. You can click on place new item. You can give the name lemon, upload to fridge database. You can move the lens. You can take the different pictures of lemon. One is lemon, one is half cut lemon, then different slices of lemon and bunch of lemons. So all these pictures you can take and you can send it to the database. So different angles we have taken, right? Full lemon, half cut lemon, slices of lemon. So all these will be tagged to the to the fridge database as lemon. So next time, whenever you're going to place the item, the fridge will not face any difficulty to identify it as lemon. Set purchase rule. So when the quantity of the items reaches the threshold, place the purchase order from Big Bazaar. So that can also be automatically done by the fridge. You can place 1 kg of carrot. You can place two cauliflowers. You can place 1 liter of milk, and you can place 2 kgs of lady's finger as per your requirement, and the fridge will be automatically placing the orders as and when these quantities go below the threshold or it will reach the threshold, because it understands that the quantity is very critical for your, because you use these quantities very frequently. So it feels that your quantity has reached below threshold and it places the order immediately by itself. And you can set the meal timings and details. So breakfast 8:30 a.m. What all items you have to consume? Milk, apples, and oranges. Lunch 1 p.m. Nothing from fridge. Dinner 8 p.m. Milk, cauliflower, paneer. So you can see what all items I have to take from fridge and what all items I will need no help from the fridge. So accordingly, when the time comes, the fridge is smart refrigerator will notify you saying that these items have to be taken by you for cooking or to be consumed immediately. So all these will be done by the smart refrigerator. So this feature will regulate the temperature inside the fridge. For example, milk will consume at 8 a.m. So fridge will start cooling it 10 minutes before that, so that you will have ready milk for consumption. Benefits: energy saving, less waiting time for boiling the milk, and notify the user of their meal timings. So the tray where milk is present, that cooling will be disabled so that you can immediately take the milk out and you can boil it. So the boiling time is reduced. Boiling time, less waiting time. So the milk will be boiling quickly. Energy is saved. That much amount of cooling energy is saved, and it will notify the user of the timings. Freshness of items. So you can have different freshness levels. Carrot, these are the items available and the sensors are detected. Carrots are fresh. Milk may start spoiling kept for the last 3 days. Fish started spoiling. Bananas may get spoiled due to fish. So this is the freshness level of each item which is kept inside the fridge. Fridge is notified for you. Quantity of currently placed item: carrots I have placed for 5, fish 5, bananas 10, cauliflowers 3, water bottles 3, milk bottles or packs 3. Quantity of currently placed, whatever you have placed just now, that quantity is updated by the smart fridge. Recipe suggestion: suggest me some recipe. So message from fridge: currently you have decent amounts of carrots, spinach, and paneer in your fridge. Try it. It says try palak paneer and gajar ka halwa with butter naan. Complete the recipe. If you click, it will get the recipe for you from Google. So it will show you the recipe, and you can find the recipe, and you can you can prepare your recipe as per suggestions given by the smart fridge. Wiki of items. So want to know about items in your fridge, click on the item. So wiki means it will connect to the Wikipedia link. So cauliflowers, you have these two items currently, cauliflowers, ladies fingers, bananas and carrots. You will have an hyperlink on them. If you click that, you can view in your smartphone what is the Wikipedia page for cauliflower, ladies finger, bananas and carrots. So it will automatically take you to the Wikipedia page of the corresponding. Okay. My diet details, what all you have consumed. Food consumed in the last 7 days, you have consumed 14 liters of milk, 5 kg carrot, 3 kg paneer, 28-liter bottles of water, cauliflower 5 kg. Contents present: fat, proteins, minerals, sugar, fiber, vitamin K, B6, A, and 3. Whatever absent, starch, calcium, and B12. So these have been are present in the items what you have taken, and these are completely absent. My diet, they suggested items for a healthy diet. You may prefer one or more of the following enriched with calcium and B12 because you see you didn't take calcium and B12. So you have taken other things, but calcium and B12 you didn't take. It suggests that you take sesame seeds, cream cheese, and spinach, and for B12 you take eggs. So check for notifications. Uh, Number of water bottles less than 3. So purchase request sent. So purchase request is sent to buy the water bottles. Number of milk packets less than 3. Again purchase request sent. Fish started decaying, remove it and purchase request sent. So remove the fish and throw it off. I have sent the request for new purchase. Number of carrots less than 6. Purchase request to be sent when less than 5. So I'm waiting. I'm seeing the quantity. When it goes less than 5, I will notify for that. Paneer kept in fridge for 6 days. Use it fast. Storing it may not be a healthy idea. So all these notifications are sent to the user. So this is the peak inside my fridge. You can see what is. You can see. You can take picture live and see what is inside shelf one, shelf two, and shelf three. Then AR can be not AR can be augmented reality can be introduced here. Users can click on any of the items and thus can read the Wikipedia of particular item that can be done. So you can click on this element and you can see what is the wiki for capsicum, brinjal, broccoli. So you can see what is the Wikipedia page for the corresponding item. Okay, an augmented reality can be introduced into the fridge. Enable or disable some features. So functionality menu control, you can enable or disable auto purchase options. So you can enable or disable meal timing option, self temperature control options. All these can be enabled or disabled. So sample flow of functioning, you have bowl of fruits. Freshness sensor will calculate and give it to the controller. Camera will be constantly giving the image and give it to the controller. Controller will see if there is any decay of fruits. No means it will not take any action. Yes means it will send a notification trigger to the mobile app. So if the quantity below threshold is no means no action. Yes means notification is triggered and given to the mobile app. So complete flow of functioning of the fridge is given here. Main controller. So here they are using high powered mobile Intel processors, Intel Galileo, Intel Edison processors are used. You can even use Arduino, Uno, Raspberry Pi, but they are all low end processors. And when you do intensive computing using the fridge, you have to go for high end processors. Camera module has to be supported with illumination inside the fridge. Whenever you close the fridge, the light inside the fridge gets off, right? So you have to provide proper illumination inside the fridge when you're going to take pictures. So a night vision camera can be a useful option. Okay. For the scope, this footage can be used, also made even more intelligent to learn over a period of time the weight of any item. So based on the quantity, you can predict the weight of any item. To do this, a weight sensor can be placed, or you can predict without even weight sensor, you can predict them based on the shape. So whenever the user takes out some items, say 2 carrots or a bottle of milk of the difference in total weight will be automatically noted down. And combining this information with the camera's object computing algorithm, the fridge can know what could have been the weight of 2 carrots and bottle of milk. So accordingly, it will subtract and give you the show you the weight of the remaining items inside the fridge. So over a period of time, it will get trained, and the fridge will be intelligent enough to approximately tell what is the weight of the item, it is shape, size, and identity. What is that thing? The fridge will be automatically telling you and notifying you as and when you take or put some items into the fridge. In the era of internet of thing, it is hard to imagine that one thing can't talk to other thing. So previously everything was standalone, but now everything has got the intelligence. So any device can speak with any other device. So in case of fridge, it may talk to water purifier to note that the number of bottles has gone below threshold, and probably some water in the fridge need to be cool. So it can talk with microwave oven to discuss the meal timings. So with such cases, many applications can be developed. So standalone applications now talk to each other. So all become smart applications. So we have seen about the smart fridge today. I hope you understood the working of the smart fridge. So any clarifications or doubt you have, you can ask.